time to step in the booth. The truth, every word living proof. The truth, down in Kelly Cat. The truth, you know how we be, man. The truth, the truth, the truth. Facts.
Damn, that's strong, bro. Like, what the fuck was that?
Truth is True podcast.
Technical
difficulties. Truth is True podcast. What's up, fellas?
What's
up, gang?
What's happening? We back, man.
What's good, gang?
You doing it again?
Feel like we've been missing in
I thought
action
you
for a
was
while.
doing it again.
No, yeah, we been. No, man. What happened? Damn. What happened with everybody?
Man, I be laid in my explain.
Hey, so look, this is my headband. You know what I'm saying? I got the headband.
What the fuck was that?
I got the
That's Ace Boogie.
No, I got the Soldier Boy headband on the Breakfast Club. This
You!
Gucci, baby.
What's
I got the Gucci.
Drake.
Drake? Yeah.
Put on me like
They
that.
try to kill me, but I'm here, man. We knocking this podcast out. We ain't gonna talk about it. They try to kill
with
me.
it, man? What's up with it, man?
Hey,
What
Don.
you gonna say?
What's
Soldier
up, man?
Boy.
What we got for him, man? What we doing? What we
All right, for just on a softer note, man, we just gotta rest in peace to DMX.
Rest in peace to the
That's
X.
our guy, man.
Rest in peace.
So what we gonna do is we're gonna start the show off with a top 5 DMX moment, man. It could be whatever, songs, music, movies, whatever. Just your top 5 DMX moment, man. We can start that off right now. Anybody wanna go first?
You got it, bro?
Me?
Top
so
5.
Me, right?
Top 5 X moments.
So, top 5 X month, right? Naturally, it's the Christmas song, the Rudolph song. We was all just talking about that shit, right? I love the Breakfast Club interview. This is the second one.
When he's crying?
No, when he told say he ain't like nothing about Drake. He said
I
I hate
remember
his
that.
face.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate all that shit. I hate coming at his fucking neck. Right? I love that one. I love the interview he's coming at Ja Rule. Y'all remember that shit?
No, what
He had the Rough Rider jersey on. No disrespect to nobody, but the white boys interviewing me, he was just snapping on that joint, like coming at Ja Rule neck. I love the joint on Drink Tents where he just said, "Don't trust nobody." What? Trust everybody.
Yeah, trust.
Trust a thief to steal from you. Trust a liar to lie to you.
Yeah.
Trust whoever to do whatever to you. And the freestyle on the Blackout movie. Y'all remember that? Yeah, nice as shit, yo. He killed that shit. One of my favorite fucking moments. What you got?
That was 5?
Yes.
Okay. I got my first 2 come from Belly. So my first one.
Oh, when
is,
he fucked Keisha?
Yo,
No,
We went straight into that.
You a freak boy. He said, man, they was naked.
Fuck you.
He fuck with his clothes on. That's cool.
No, look.
That's crazy.
No, it was a car scene with Nas and shit. When he was smoking weed, he like, I'm always smoking weed, running lights. These fucking cops can't even, he was talking that shit.
Can't touch me.
Yeah.
Then he said, then Nas starts talking about some other shit. He like, here we go again. He like, man, always got me some other shit to like, man. He's like, fuck, you a homo now? That's my favorite part of the movie and shit. And I was like, man, what the fuck you talking about, man? So that's one. That's my one. That's my number one. Then my second one come from Belly too. Is when he visited Ox and shit. Like when he went in there talking, he talking that shit, he smoking. He like, yeah, Jamaica is good. Jamaica is very good. And say he's smoking this shit, but he got the work or whatever. That shit was popping from there. Like that was when the movie started to really pick up, in my opinion. Then my third joint is I like how he be praying and shit before all the shows. Like that shit be like that'd be tough. Like, I like that he get everybody together and shit and just say his prayers and all that. Like them joints be tough and they get you hyped. Like what nigga said prayer and get you hyped though. Like on some real shit. Like so I like that. My fourth joint is the story. I think Don, you put me on this too, and then I watched it. I think it was Murder Mook. If I'm not mistaken, had the interview and he said how they was battle rapping or some shit like that, and then DMX he's saying the part, and then he started talking to his dog. He like, and then the dog started growling or some shit like that, like on point with what he was rapping and shit, like on some crazy shit, like
So he had a dog do an ad-lib.
the dog ad-lib. That's tough. Yeah, real shit. And then
Maybe I had to sick him.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah. That's some
Go
cool
get him.
shit.
Like,
Go get him. That was the word. That was the actual word.
It's probably what he's.
Yeah.
It's probably some shit like that.
Yeah, and then my last one is the interview I watched. I watched this one recently too. Like when he was talking about it ain't like I ain't gonna say it. I mean it's a month because that shit was deep. Like when he was talking about how he got caught up on drugs and shit like that. He said the nigga, like somebody he looked up to. Like that shit kind of like that shit hit home because like I've been in a similar spot. Like not with no getting tricked on drugs, but not no hard drugs. I say anyway, but. Like, I've been in a spot like that, so like that shit, I felt that.
No shit.
So.
All right. For me, 5 was I was watching that backstage DVD joint that came out back in the day, and everybody went on
I knew
tour.
what you were talking about. I knew what you were talking about.
And it was just the praying thing was one thing, but it was just like couldn't nobody say nothing bad about DMX on that whole tour. Like not necessarily like bad, but everybody had the utmost respect and admiration for Bull. Like the energy that he came out there with, they had so much respect for him. Like just hearing other artists who are also in the same situation as him, like music wise, and he's turning up and he's giving you that same 100% energy like every show, and you see it in the joint. Everybody talks about him so well like that. That's one thing for me. Seeing that on there and seeing everybody, and that was the first time I really hear like celebrities talk about him because that backstage DVD joint old. Like that's real old. That's before all that Instagram shit.
Definitely.
The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, that was definitely one of my top 5 Johns. That's probably like top 2 for real, but I'm just gonna put it at 4 for now. How you know all the 7 reindeers is just whatever to me. I ain't never know any of them joint.
I still don't know.
I know it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed. I know some had a little shiny
He
nose.
named all, Dancer and Prancer and Donner and Blitzen. Like he go in saying. Yeah, that's all I got right there though. That's I don't know them. Like that's I don't know the name.
Right.
That I like. He got all the best skits. One in particular is How's It Going Down. The skit in the beginning of How's It Going Down is like one of the funniest skits of all time.
Damn.
Play it right now, bro. Cool.
We ain't gonna get sued or no shit.
You know what? I don't know. We don't own the rights to this song. But he had all the funniest skits. That whole first album, that whole first album was just banging.
First album, yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily counts as a moment, but it's a memory of DMX, and I remember him having the funniest skits and the like. I don't know. 2, I'm definitely gonna say it gotta be when he was crying on stage. I seen a video. He had so much emotion poured into on stage. And he just broke out in tears crying on stage. That's crazy. Like I ain't never seen no rapper do that before. And then 1, seeing him on screen with Steven Seagal, a guy who was like he in an action movie now. He went from a whole drug kingpin type of movie into like a real certified action movie was doing, and that was like the first action-esque type of movie that he did. And then that kind of led the way to like Cradle to the Grave, a couple other Romeo Must Die, a couple other genres that he was making his way on the film. I mean, he had 2 movies he was in that were #1 movies at the time in box office, and had 5 #1 albums. He's the only guy that ever had that.
Right.
First 2 movies, box office #1. First 5 albums, #1 albums. X was all that, yo. That's bottom line. X was all that.
I agree with you.
Rest in peace, X.
All right, so I got actually a couple stories here. So my #1, the story is back when Belly came out, right? I told this story so many times. It's something small. So we used to have like a setup where we would use the wire because we ain't had cable and shit. Or we had cable in one room or something. So we put the wire in the TV and shit.
Yeah,
and
you
watch.
the cable channel.
You watch cable shit. Like you can hear it, you just can't really see it because you got the squiggly line.
Yeah.
So one of my sisters had a girlfriend come through. I forget shorty name. I ain't going, I forget her name.
I know her name, but we gonna let her
But so they have one of these little girlfriends came through. So we trying to watch Belly with the squiggly lines and shit like we was on a date or some shit. Me and her, like I promise you, it's like we on a date watching the
With
shit
the
that's
fuzzy
swigging behind. So I'm
TV had the vertical
Fuzzy
hole.
ass channel.
so I'm taking this thing like for real. I'm like, oh shit, shorty, she's still rocking with me. My sister Sierra, dog, she cock blocked the whole time. She wouldn't go upstairs. So I'm trying to get at shorty. Sierra won't go
And
upstairs.
she was sleepy. She said, "Nope, not on my watch."
Not on her watch, man.
I don't do
Not today.
No.
Not today.
Nothing my mother.
Yo, man. But the whole time, like you could still hear the movie. So like that was like the first one Belly first came out. So that was like an important moment. Like, but yeah, Sierra cock block, man. Sierra don't do that no more. All right,
Yeah,
my next story, man.
My man was
ATF.
trying to get his Jimmy wet.
I was
see?
trying, bro. I was trying. So the next story, y'all remember ATF?
Song.
Yo,
Yo, that was my shit. Yo,
The
that's
song
that
ATF.
shit. Open the door.
Yo,
ATF.
so
That's that
listen,
shit.
do y'all remember the lyrics?
I remember the lyrics.
Listen, bar for bar, I definitely remember
Let
that
me
shit,
give
bro.
you this story. So this is something where I probably should have been taken away from my mom at this point because we had to go to school, right? You know, in school, in English class, they make you write out some poetry or some shit, right? I wrote ATF.
Are you serious?
I wrote it and gave it to the teacher, bro.
No, you wrote the song?
Yes, I wrote the song. That was my.
You clicked up, boom, boom, boom.
Yes!
Open the door.
Dog,
It's
let me
too
tell
late
you what I
to
did.
say
Let me
you love.
tell you what I did. So the whole night
Yeah, this is
before,
crazy.
I was sitting at the crib. We had the tape player. Stop, play. Stop, play. Write down lyrics. Stop, play. Write down lyrics. I did that shit. Took it to school. Pow. Gave it to the teacher. Now, I don't know what she thought when she read it, but I know I probably should have been taken away from my mom at that point.
Was she white?
She would definitely had to
Yo,
be.
this
Of
nigga
course.
crazy.
Of course.
This nigga crazy.
But I don't know if I don't know what she did, like, because she never came back to me with it.
Damn.
I don't even know if I passed or failed.
Yeah, wild boy.
I don't even know if I passed or failed, dog. And I probably failed because this was back in high school. I was failing English a lot.
He wrote ATF.
Bro, I did that.
Wait,
I
it
was
was
in
in high
ninth
school?
grade. Ninth grade.
Don't get
He came
in.
98.
You drive.
I was
What the
in
fuck
ninth
you doing,
grade,
nigga?
yeah.
Stay
Yeah.
alive. You wrote
I
that.
wrote it out, bro, the whole joint. Yes.
This nigga
I
crazy.
can pass it to the
He
teacher.
Who the fuck must have snitched? Must have been the
Must
new
have been the new
guy.
guy.
Damn, they right on my ass.
Put the back on the gas, step on the gas. I wrote it all out, the whole song, bro. I did that. And so I don't know what the teacher thought. I don't know what she thought because she ain't never bring it back to me. But I did
Yo,
that.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised they
like-
start fucking having
Bruh.
the folks like, yo, no, we gotta find out what's going on.
That's
at his
what
house,
I'm
like,
saying.
It was like a poetry.
It was like a
English
poetry, like
class.
a poetry,
It was a poetry
yeah.
entry, and she's reading. But I'm trying to picture her reading it like we not reading.
I'm trying to figure it out too.
Because we can hear the beat.
Right.
Everything in the background. She don't know any of this.
She's
So
just
she
like,
just
boom,
reading
boom,
it like
boom,
a
open the door.
boom, boom, boom.
ATF.
Open the door. ATF. Get out. Like you know what I'm saying? Saying all the words like that. I was like, what does she think she reading right now?
Yo, this nigga crazy. Yo.
Yo, that happened, bro. That's a true story, bro. That's a true story. That's how hard it
He
was.
said, hit the
like,
sidewalk
this an angry-ass
quick.
kid,
1,
bro.
2, 3, 4, 5 more clips. Empty out the shootout with yo. Come on.
That's how hard it was, man. That's how hard DMX
He
was.
plaarized
Yo, I was
DMX.
about to say, that's another thing, too. He had the whole
He
plagiarism.
plagiarized. Yo, that's why I'm like,
Right.
she ain't even looked this up.
Bro,
With the lyrics.
that's my number two. That's my number 2 story, bro. The third one, man, is all right, let that breathe. I'm gonna let that breathe.
Yo, that's the funniest shit I ever.
Yo, you owe him some royalties, bro. You owe X some
Hey,
royalties,
he
bro.
gone, man. He gone.
This nigga got you an
He
A+.
the goat, yo. Like, yo.
Hey, I think she gave you an A because she was scared of you.
Station
He
master.
was,
She
man.
was scared of this nigga.
But then I failed the class though.
this
English,
nigga crazy.
9th grade
Yeah.
English. I failed. But yo,
You got an ATF.
What grade was you in?
I was in 9th grade.
In
This was
Wagner?
98. This was
Oh, this
98.
high school. This high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look. My third John is They Don't Know. That.
That, I love that song.
Boy, B, that's my shit.
So look, so my story with that one, Kev know my story with this one. Me and Styles, remember, Styles?
Yeah.
We used to play football up at Alney Field. Me and him used to get hot, smoke weed, and get out. And we used to get ourselves amped up for the game and shit. We would listen to that out on the cam for like at least a fucking hour, waiting, gathering niggas up.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go. Da-da, da-da. Woo, we were jumping and shit and bumping each other and shit. That was a time, dog. That was a
I used to
time,
get
dog.
amped up for that shit too.
Yeah.
I ain't even used to play with y'all. I used to get amped.
Street hoops.
That's that music.
The N1
That's
video
that
game.
workout. After,
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember they had soundtracks on there. They had songs you could skip the songs and everything.
Yeah.
Who We Be used to be on there. Me and Brian used to go. Remember that's how Brian got his nickname Black Magic.
Magic.
Off
Yeah,
that joint.
yeah.
So we used to listen to that song when we was like losing or something like that. And I don't know, for some reason that song.
That shit get y'all amped
That was
up
one
in
of my
y'all bag.
that was one of my top fives when we was gonna do the. I thought we was gonna do the songs.
Yeah, we gonna do that next.
Oh, all right. That was one of my top. Yo, the video, all that.
We can actually hop
With
in
the
there.
little kids.
I love that
I ain't
song.
We
did
can actually hop in your top
So
five
we might as well
songs
keep
right
it
now.
with you since you.
No, keep going. You,
Yeah,
you
we
gonna
run
go
it
back
back
this
this
way.
way.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna actually, just to be real, I'm gonna go. I don't know the name of the song, but it's on the second album with the blood. It's the joint he did with the Locks with Jay-Z. I forgot the name of the song. Blackout. Yeah,
That's my
that
shit,
shit. Woo!
What's
I
that
used
used to be
I
my
used-
dog. We was in
No.
my
Bad luck. Now you might see me in the jag truck,
Oh,
masked
alright,
up, either
alright,
with a dime or a bad duck. That's Kiss right there.
Gotcha.
That shit was like, because at that time, them niggas was the best niggas.
Right.
And for extra rap last, I'm like, yo, this nigga like really nice.
Yo,
He rap after Jay.
when X used to rap last on his first 3 albums, he used
Yeah.
to body. Remember niggas done started
Niggas
something?
done started
Oh
something
my
with the
God,
Locks.
yo, that was
Don't come at me
amazing.
with no bullshit. Use
Yo, that was
caution.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
So listen, dog. Get at me, dog was my shit.
Get at
ATF
Me, Dog.
obviously was my shit. That was my shit to the
ATF
end.
that shit, man.
And the
I love
joint,
that shit,
Y'all be eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Yo, that's on my
dog.
shit. You already know that's on my shit.
dog.
Ribs is touching, so don't make me wait. Fuck around and I'ma bite you. Yeah, that's that shit.
To me,
Shit,
that was
that's
an
my
honorable
list,
mention.
man.
That was like right there. I
That's my
got
list.
my DMX list is 4 of his songs is on his first album. 4 of these songs on the first album. Get at Me, Dog was my shit.
That was the shit, man.
Rough Riders Anthem was
Rough
my
Riders
shit.
And the remix shit. I forgot about that. And the remix.
The remix and the regular John, like the remix gave you better lyrics, like from other guys, like you heard Jadakiss. When I pop up, I'm gonna drop up, all that shit. But it wasn't nothing like the original John. Who We Be was my shit.
yeah, I love it.
Literally just talking about
I
that.
love that song.
How's It Going Down? I was literally just talking about that. How's It Going Down got the funniest skit in the world to me. Plus that song, it's like a love song, but it's not about singing and all that other shit. The boy talking about a whole chick that ain't even his, that she got kids and he's stressing over fucking with a chick that got kids and baby pop wilding. That's something a lot of us can relate to where we. I done dealt with a chick that had a baby pop and all this nut ass shit came out of that and I just had to leave that alone. Yeah, like I know what that's like.
Right.
And the intro to that album. What my dog? What my dog?
The intro's amazing.
What my dog?
Fuck me intro.
One,
That's
two,
the
one,
real
two,
intro.
come through.
Fuck that shit.
Oh no, you don't know. Yo, his voice was just. Ain't nobody brought that kind of energy. Nobody brought that.
I mean,
And it's at least another. That's my man.
That's 5?
That's 5. Yeah, that was my 5.
All right. So mine is my number 1 is the John Damien. That's my he be talking that shit. He be telling like a hey yo that shit sound deep, man. That he be telling that shit sound that track deep. I fuck with that track heavy.
you got a part 2 and 3, right?
It's like,
I know you got a 2.
He got
I'm trying-
He got it on his
First
first
2
2
albums.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he got it on the Great Depression album too.
Shit, my
He
first
got
album.
4
That's
of
the third
them.
one.
Yeah.
You got 4 of them.
He got 4 Damien.
I know you got
Yes,
5
yeah.
prayers.
The snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you wanna live when you how you wanna
Yeah, that's that shit.
That's my yo.
Oh, no, that Satan talk is real. That's another reason why I
Right,
flow
yeah,
this
you
heavy.
eat. Yo, the
Yo,
way-
yeah,
with the
yeah,
voice,
yeah, that shit was crazy,
Right,
yo.
need to eat.
Real
Yeah.
shit.
Yo,
shit.
his name Damien, he wants to be my friend.
That's real talk.
Yo, that's that shit though, yo.
You gotta give me your right hand, that's what you said.
That's real talk.
Yeah, trouble with
That's
that.
real talk.
Yo,
That's
those-
that shit. That's my shit. Then I got John Let Me Fly. That's
You
my
wanna
shit.
fly?
I feel like all four of my, like most of my
Hey,
Jones
Terry,
are top.
it's your boy Damien.
Yo,
That's an insider, yo. Some nigga
Yo,
named
do-
Damien.
do that
And I
again.
kept on saying that
Hey,
shit.
Lil, do that again. Do that again, Lil.
It's your boy Damien.
Yo, Terry, yo, I kept saying that shit to Terry all the time. I would just say that shit though, because the boy named was Damien. He said this shit so funny. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm sorry. My bad.
This nigga.
It's your boy Damien.
Then I got Look Through My Eyes. That's my number 3.
Okay.
Then my number 4 is Stop Being Greedy. And then my number 5 is Slipping. Hey yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Yeah, that's my shit too.
I mean,
Love that shit.
every time somebody say something, I'm gonna say, you know what I mean?
And you gotta do the bark.
That was a growl, nigga. All right, so my favorite song is The Convo
Okay.
on the first album. Because he's having a talk with God. And that shit was so deep. I ain't gonna front. I cry to that shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
he
do.
said those are the times where I carried you.
Yes,
Like,
yo,
yeah,
that
all
shit was so deep, yo. It's like, god damn, like it's not good to question God, but sometimes we all do. We humans.
Yeah.
Like fuck that. Like it was an amazing song. Like it really like no homo touched me. Pause. Then I got Damien. Then I got the intro.
He went from Jesus to the devil, like
Yes, it's real.
Real talk.
That intro
That's
is shit.
DMX.
Then
in a
I
nutshell.
got
That's in a
the
nutshell.
Rain on Grand Champ. Y'all ever heard that joint? That's another deep ass track. X has, yo. It's called The Rain. It's amazing, bro.
That's what that is on Grand Champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, that's on the Great Depression.
Great Depression.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Then I got Slippin'. Slippin', that's one of the greatest tracks ever.
It's going crazy.
One of the best tracks I ever heard.
Nah, but look though, the one thing, man, that's what DMX like. He was one rapper who, like, good or bad, he always showed you who he was.
Right.
Like, whether he was doing the most craziest shit or he was doing the best shit, and even his best shit, you won't even know it. Like, he wouldn't even do no conferences, no tell nobody. Like, this nigga gave out a bunch of charity. This nigga, they said that all the stories that I'm hearing back, he used to go like sit with crackheads and other bums. Obviously, he was a crackhead, we know that. But I ain't gonna call him a crackhead because my Uncle Junior fucked me up
I don't
if I say
wanna call
that.
him a crackhead.
Now, my Uncle Junior will tell you, man, I ain't no fucking crackhead. So I'm sorry, I take that back.
Nonsense.
But he probably was smoking crack, but
Nigga said
the
he
thing
was.
was, he was like solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same as my uncle. Like, my Uncle
Right.
Joe
I
was
was
a
about to say,
solid
he's an
nigga.
intelligent motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and that's what kept him grounded. Him being like so much humble, man. The nigga was humble. He said the nigga never drove nothing crazy, never had flashy diamonds and jewels. And thinking back, I'm like, yo, the nigga really didn't. Like, the nigga never had anything flashy
like
like for real.
one gold chain.
Yeah.
Like some regular shit.
So like that's a dude where I just, man, take my hat off to him, man. You know, God bless his family and all that, man. But
Yeah,
that,
he used to wear a choke chain.
yeah,
He used
this
to wear a
dude,
dog choke chain all the time.
like the most humblest dude, man. He's solid, man, and he was real to his to his creator, man. This
Facts.
dude was real to. He ain't fall back or nothing because he was in different rooms. Nigga said prayers in everybody's face.
Facts.
So like, man,
Yo, what's the honorable mention song, X?
Mine, the ATF.
what he
It
did
wasn't
with
my
Jay
list.
Z,
Same thing.
money,
ATF.
power, money, cash, hoes.
I'm not gonna front the same thing, yo. I totally agree with you. I love it.
D,
'Cause I wanted to
X,
have
my-
my
it's like
dog's
listening to a
night,
movie.
Jigga,
Shit.
my nigga, ride all night.
That
Like
used to be
that,
my
that was
shit, too.
solid right there.
Yeah,
I think
ATF is
my
amazing,
my
bro.
honorable mention song would be "Here Comes the Boom." Here comes
That was
the
that
boom.
word.
Oh, that's
too.
that belly.
the
That's that belly.
That's the
That
hottest
was that
scene.
shit.
That's the hottest scene in the movie.
Walking.
That's the hottest scene in the movie right there. When he talking to the bull, like he take his head off. Like,
He had a crazy ass line. He said,
yeah.